Which Scout would you pick? Which Scout would you pick? Welcome back, Anonymous Biker USA. Out here on my 2017 Indian Scout, and I had just gotten a service done on this bike. Engine oil filter, but I also had the fork oil done, the seals, and the bearings. Now, when I was at my local dealership, everybody was coming up to me about this bike, saying how awesome it looked. So while I was there, I took a look at all the new Scouts they have out. Now, when I bought this Scout, they had the Indian Scout, which is this, and they had the Scout 60. That was it. Now, several years later, we have the Scout 60. This is referred to as the Scout Classic, the Scout Rogue, the Scout Bomber 20, the Sport Scout, the Scout 101, and the Super Scout. A lot of Scouts, a lot of different iterations of it. So if you were buying a new Scout today, which would you buy? Would you buy one at all? Or would you look for something used from this genre, the 2015 to 18-ish, 19-ish? Because I'll tell you, when I bought this in 2017, I believe this was right around $12,000, which I thought, man, what a value. It's a good little bike for $12,000. And then I had a $1,000 Indian credit for first-time buyer. They were running a program, so I used that to buy the spoke wheels. So it saved me a lot of money there. And then, if you look at the video I've done on how much I spent on this bike, all in with all the little bits and bobs, I'm still under what it costs to buy one of these new today. Now, with that, do the new ones have all the latest and greatest, so much different from this? Let's see. So, Scout 101, which is the cream of the crop, which I like the best. I had them work up a quote there just to see. It was $21K out the door. $21K for a Scout 101. Wow, that's high. Now, does it have better suspension than this? Yes. Does it have the 4-inch ride command? Yes. Does it have ride modes? Yes. The bike across the board is a quote better product. But is it that much better for me to justify 21 versus where I'm at with this and have it exactly where I want, the look, the style? And what I've noticed, this red, white, and blue tricolor, I don't see many of these at all. So if I was going to get a Scout, I would lean to the 101, but even 21K, I sat on it, I would get an exhaust and I'd have to change the bars because their drag bars are a little too far forward for me, so I'd get something with a pullback. But as much as I like it, man, I don't know. I think you can probably go a little more money and find a little more value something else, whether it's an Indian line or another brand for that matter. I love the Scout. I think it's a great bike. But I think if you were looking for one, if you feel justified in it, go do it. Absolutely. However, if you're looking for like a second bike or the third bike and you don't want to spend all that much, you can find the 2016, 17, 18 Scouts for really good price. And these are great bikes. I have, it's almost a stage 1 on this. If I got a tune, it would be a stage 1. And this thing's still got plenty of power. And I'm just not getting rid of this Scout. This is one bike that will stay in my garage. I've tinkered with it the most, and I've added the most to it, so it really is the way I want it. And hard to believe, 2 more years, this will be 10 years old. Hard to believe. So I'm just going to keep doing the services, keep the maintenance up, and keep this as long as I can, because I just think it's such a good classic bike. And every single place I go, it gets so many compliments. And that's not why I keep it, but it's just kind of a confirmation of it's a nice bike. It looks good. So I'm just gonna pull up when I get a chance. I'll just show you. I also invested in getting this bike ceramic coated. So I had the nano coating put on to protect the paint, did some paint corrections because I knew I was keeping it. And then I also added, made a little change, the Dean Speeds custom pistol grip pegs in red to match the red pinstriping and some of the little red accessories that I put on this bike to tie it all together. So get a chance to zip over here, I'll show you that. So just take a look. Ceramic coating came out amazing. You can see in the sun, see that shining? All that metal flake. And then he did a lot of paint correction from my leg rubbing on the tank. Came out crystal clear. Coated everything. And then, we'll go this side. Here's the Dean Speeds pistol grip pegs in red. Match this little red here. Match the little red accents I have here. See them? And then I have some red valve stem covers as well. So, love this bike. Wanted to see what you thought of all the new Scouts, and since I was at the dealer and I looked at them all, that's my take. I'm keeping this one. Thanks for watching, and don't forget,